Hi there Leo, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This will be your weekly intuitive reading for October 12th through to the 16th. Leo, let's see what's on the cards. I'll be getting started with the Work Your Light Oracle to get an overarching message or theme for you for the reading. Let's see what wants to be seen. We've got that one that's poking out. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries, Leo? And look, hey, that can be boundaries with others or with yourself. Like with yourself, that can look like honoring your yes and no. What things do you commit to? And then can you follow through with them? Do you listen to your heart's desires or what you feel you should be doing? You know, that's a really important lesson for many people. And then, you know, our word becomes our greatest tool, because that is where we commit. That's where we need to put the energy behind our word. With others, you know, sometimes others will push us, right? And that's why we need to be really clear on what we want to say yes and no to, so that when somebody is pushing us, we can hold our limit, we can hold our boundaries. So some of you may be journeying boundaries at the moment in the workplace, maybe in relationships. Let's get out a yogic path card, Leo. And it can be vice versa too. You know, where do you push people where maybe you can tune into their true feelings as well? I've got Atman. So this is about the infinite aspect of the soul, Leo, and it says that you've begun to see glimpses of the divinity that exists within you, and there's so much more to experience. So it really means that you might be kind of awakening to the fact that you are a spiritual being, having a human experience, not a human having a spiritual experience. And, you know, with that awakening comes a deepening and an opening of, you know, we see the third eye here, maybe being more receptive to the information that's coming in from your higher self or from spirit as well, from source. So it's a beautiful message. Okay, Leo, let's get out the tarot story. Beginning with the recent past, energies leaving, completing, or transitioning in your life. I have got 10 of Pentacles with Temperance. Let's clarify, we're not clarifying yet. Let's get the focus or current energy for the week. Oh, another 10 of Wands. 10, and Temperance. Getting out the near future outcome energy for you. Sorry, I almost dropped them then. Outcome energy, please, for Leo. Oh, yes. Wow. Full-on Aries energy here with the Emperor and the Fool. Wow, I love that. Guess what's at the bottom of the deck? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, look, I think you are going through a release, but what is on the other side here, Leo, is going to be worth it. It is worth it. Clarifying now the Temperance with the 10 of Pentacles. That one's poking out. Queen of Swords. Card of Libra. We have the Libra full moon, the new moon on the 16th of October. So that could be a turning point for some of you. Clarifying the 10 of Wands. I've got the Knight of Swords. Let's clarify the Fool with the Emperor. I will take the one that's face down. 5 of Cups. I have the 8 of Cups at the bottom of this deck. Yeah, well, interesting energies here, Leo. You know, I do see a completion or a release here, absolutely. You know, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, and yeah, I know that can be seen as like a, you know, highest number of Pentacles, you know, best life kind of energy, but it is a number 10, and that can be completion, especially because I'm seeing another 10 in this reading and the 8 of Cups here that comes along with it. So I'm feeling that it's a completion on either the home front, or it could be, for some of you, retirement. For some of you, this is an investment that has kind of reached its term as well. Or it could be also moving or transitioning from a home. It's a general reading, so I do keep these quite open here, guys. There's a sense here of whatever the completion is, that it hasn't reached all of your needs in terms of emotional fulfillment. Because we've got the Eight of Cups here, and the Eight of Cups says, hey, look, it was good for a period of time, probably quite a long period of time, whether it's in work, business, finance, or relationship. However, the person in the Eight of Cups has come to the awakening that there is a fundamental piece missing. There's one cup missing, and it can't be completed within this situation. So it could be a fundamental value that's not in alignment in a relationship, or having reached the end of where you can progress to in a role, or, you know, a property that's just not performing and, you know, we need to sell it, that kind of thing. So the person in the Eight of Cups releases the situation in order to move towards the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment. And that's kind of, you know, what I'm seeing here is that there's going to be a completion, or there may have already been a completion, because the Temperance energy is the major arcana that follows on from the Death card. So some of you may have already gone through the completion, or already had the awakening that it needs to be completed, and you could be in the, you know, the rebalancing stage of it. It's interesting because you know, I mentioned before we had the new moon in Libra on the 16th, and here we have the card of Libra, the Queen of Swords, which is all about, you know, the new moon in Libra is all about balance, and Temperance is the major arcana associated with balance. So there's a sense here that around the new moon time, I feel like you will go through a period of emotional balancing, and it's really saying that if you have kind of weathered a bit of the storm after this, that's when things will start to kind of even out again. And also I feel like the release is going to bring you into a greater place of stability and balance in your life. Obviously there can always be the initial kind of feeling ungrounded, but there's a real sense of saying that, you know, very soon that path revealed is going to be so the path forward is going to be revealed. We need to keep the big picture in mind when the Queen of Swords is here. It says, yeah, this had to be completed so that you could get to the next stage in whatever it is, romance, business, whatever. The Queen of Swords, again, is the master of boundaries. We've had the boundaries here. She cuts herself free from what's no longer working in her life, and then draws that clear line. I'm not going to engage with that anymore, right? She's following her instincts, not necessarily the emotions, because we're rebalancing those. Sometimes the emotions will want us to reconnect, but Temperance is saying, no, let me soothe that. Let me bring that into balance for you so that you can, you know, strategically move forward in your life, right? So that's what I'm seeing there. Now, in the current or focus energies, I've got the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I mean, the Ten of Wands is the release, the final sigh of relief, you know, releasing the stress, the weight. And it really says that when you fully let go of the situation, there's going to be a lot of pathways and opportunities opening up for you. I mean, I can see that with the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. And you can see here that the person that carries the 10 wands has their vision blocked. But when you put down those wands, you know, all of a sudden you can see all these different pathways of getting from A to B. You didn't have to go on that one straight path. And you've got the Queen of Wands with you who kind of sees that big picture perspective. So, you know, you're kind of moving into a place of greater clarity and vision where you're going to have hindsight and foresight. And I feel that from there it's going to be full steam ahead. I mean, the Knight of Swords can be, it's progress, it's swift progress. And yeah, I'm feeling more of that. Like there is an element of communication happening in this reading as well. Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords. So if you do need to have key conversations as part of this transition, just make sure you keep that that call of temperance, so that they don't tip over into arguments or aggression, because the Knight of Swords can be a little bit like that. But I really feel this is more of a progress indicator, and it says because you are kind of, you know, moving into a place of listening to the heart rather than the head, you know, you're just using more the third eye insight here, you know, that path forward, the new strategy, see the Ace of Swords sitting there again, is going to be revealed for you. The path forward is revealing. That's what I'm really feeling here. And then what perfect segue is that then into the Fool, a new path forward, the biggest card of new beginnings, right? You know, the Fool is about a fresh new start, a new journey opening up for you. But there's the element of the unknown with the Fool. You know, we don't know where it's heading, what the destination is going to be, but you just know that I've completed something, so I've got to start walking this new path anyway. There is a real feeling that this new path is going to be the start of an empire build for you with the Emperor here. And both of these are cards of Aries, so you could have gone through your release around about the time of the Aries full moon on October the 1st. That could have been quite pivotal for you as well. So, you know, it really says here that you have the opportunity to build a new foundation and to shape your world how you want it now, rather than going along with others. And maybe that's where the boundary was. You know, I had to kind of do life in somebody else's way, but you're moving into the control seat of your life now, Leo, you know, as the Emperor. And again, we have this kind of message of protecting yourself from emotions in order to be able to make strategic, calculated decisions to move forward. And that's why the Emperor has the armor under the robe here. It's like we need to really be thinking practically here as well. And I am feeling a lot, you know, the work and finance thing here with all the pentacles that I'm seeing, and the Emperor energy can be kind of a boss energy as well. For some of you, you might be changing roles and stepping into leadership as well with the Emperor. It's a fresh new start. It's a new journey, something unknown for you. You know, maybe you were stuck in a dead-end role where you couldn't get that next level, but here it is. Now, there is the reminder here with the Five of Cups to not look back and to not dwell on the disappointments that you might have faced. You know, maybe you stayed too long in the previous situation because you were hoping you would get this out of it. And now you might be, you know, from the position where you are, looking back and going, oh, I just wish I'd done this sooner, you know, or it didn't work out as expected. And there's a bit of sadness with that. But we really want to release that, because when we stay in the energy of the past, you know, we start to bring our vibration down. It's really saying here that there's going to be continuous new opportunities coming in for you if you can stay in the present moment, because the past really is, you know, the thief of the present. Well, look at this. Oh, we've got the star there as well. Beautiful. Look at this hanging out over to the side here, Leo, the Ace of Pentacles. This is the divine reward, the divine gift. It is new opportunity coming in. Where we had a 10 of Pentacles completion, we now have a new beginning, a new contract, a new way to make money, a new job opportunity, maybe in leadership. If this is relationship for you, maybe a new commitment. But it comes into somebody who has walked the Fool's journey, right? Climbed mountains, walked the path of temperance, and gone through that portal of transformation. And it is the reward for the growth and, you know, for the completion. With every completion comes a new beginning. So don't fear the change here, Leo, because there are new opportunities here. And the aces are pure potential. So of course we need to put the inspired action behind them in order to expand them, you know, all the way up to, say, a King of Pentacles energy. So that looks like, you know, putting your side of the bargain in, you know, putting your yes behind it, but only the yes of what you want to follow through, and holding your boundaries, and then putting the inspired action behind it. You know, if this is a new job opportunity coming in, do I have any skill gaps I need to fill? You know, is my resume up to date? What can I do? Connect with my network, all of those kinds of things to be able to seize it. So there are opportunities coming in for you, Leo, on the other side of this. It's all pointing in that direction of fresh new start. So I would say go with the flow, but just remember along the way to maintain your boundaries. Okay, Leo, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this weekly message. Keep in mind it is a reading for the collective, so it may not be your story this week. Feel free to drop me a comment. I do read them all and try to respond to them all as well. It helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energies. And I'll see you back here next week for another message.